Hello friends, welcome to TP Chennai. Today we are going to discuss and move ahead with a very important chapter, syllogism. I will explain you each and every aspect of syllogism and I will solve more than 100 plus problems so that you will never get a doubt in syllogism chapter. Okay, shall we move ahead with the syllogism? Syllogism meaning is inference or deduction. So I just mentioned inference or deduction. It's a Greek word. Syllogism is a Greek word, and these problems, syllogism problems are doing by humans way back to 300 BC. So during the period of Aristotle and Plato. It is 3050 BC if you see that when they existed. So since then these syllogism problems are there. So almost more than 2500 years back these syllogism problems were there, and till now it has been very important chapter in competitive exams. That much worth this subject and it's a very interesting subject indeed if you understand the concept very well. So I will explain you in detail, step by step process we will go. Do watch each and every minute of video without losing anything. Why? Because whatever the tips I have been given, whatever the conditions we have mentioned, you need to follow all the rules and regulations. Once you understand all the rules, so syllogism is a very easy chapter. You can solve syllogism within 15 to 20 seconds time. So whatever may be the pattern it is being given, or whatever may be the difficulty level it is being given. It can be 3 statements, 2 statements, 4 statements or more. So these problems can be solved maximum in 30 to 40 seconds time. It won't go more than that. If it is very difficult problems, it won't go beyond 40 seconds time. So we will see why we have chosen analytical method while comparing with the Venn diagram method. And moreover, I just would like to say that the base is Venn diagram method only, that is circle method only. From the base Venn diagram method only it is being derived, extracted. Whatever we are saying analytical method, it is extracted from base method, that is Venn diagram method. But I prefer analytical method. Why? Because once you learn rules and regulations, whatever the rules being given, so it won't take 30 to 40 seconds time for very difficult problems, say 4 statements, even more than that it is being given, 3 or 4 statements or more. So it won't take more than 35 to 40 seconds time. But while coming to Venn diagram method, if 3 or 4 statements are there, you need to check each and every option with drawing, with diagrams, and it must be true in all the diagrams. Then only we need to move ahead with the Venn diagram method. That is the reason. So if you learn analytical method rules and regulations, these problems are very easy, though it may take a little bit more time initially. So but once you learn the rules, yes, you are done with the syllogism. I will give you all the examples relating to syllogism problems. So even we can go ahead with the possibility cases, and also only a few cases. All these problems will be solved step by step manner. So first we will start with the base. What is the meaning of syllogism? Now what is the meaning of syllogism? Syllogism is nothing but inference or deduction. And again having a doubt, sir, what is inference or what is deduction, sir? I couldn't get. You are saying that syllogism meaning is inference or deduction, but I don't know meaning of inference or deduction. For a best example, to give a clarity, so for what is the meaning of syllogism, if I say that Madan is having 2 children, what are all the other statements can be extracted from that given statement Madan is having 2 children? What other statements, ma? Don't think much. It's just I am asking, if I say Madan is having 2 children, can we conclude that Madan is married and Madan is having a wife? But don't think beyond. Okay, Madan is married, Madan is having wife. These things we can tell now. That itself is syllogism. So same like that, whenever a statement being given, what other statements can be extracted from the given statement is what the meaning of syllogism. That is what we are saying it as inference or deduction. Clear? So syllogism is a Greek word, and syllogism meaning is inference or deduction. In all syllogisms we do have 4 types of statements. Only 4 types of statements. Here we call it as propositions. Here we call them as propositions. Proposition is nothing but a sentence which makes a statement having a subject, predicate and a relationship between subject and predicate. Now we have in syllogisms we have only 4 types of statements. Even in entire universe, whatever the statements are being given, we can convert into these 4 types of statements only. We do have 4 types of statements or 4 types of propositions. What are all those? Universal positive propositions, universal negative propositions, particular positive propositions, and particular negative propositions. Now we have only 4 types of statements or 4 types of propositions. What are all those? We have universal positive propositions, universal negative propositions, particular positive propositions, and particular negative propositions. I will explain you in detail what does that mean now. Okay, universal positive propositions are represented with A. Just remember, they are represented with A. Universal negative propositions are represented with E, and the particular positive propositions are represented with I, and the particular negative propositions are represented with O. Okay, now universal positive. So we will be having propositions, a subject, predicate, and relationship between subject and predicate, right? So universal positive means entire subject will be given in a positive sense. So entire subject will be mentioned in a positive sense. Universal negative means entire subject will be in a negative sense, and a particular positive means only a part of a subject will be given in a positive sense, and a particular negative means a part of a subject will be given in a negative sense. So universal positive propositions are represented with A, universal negative propositions are represented with E, particular positive propositions are represented with I, particular negative propositions are represented with O. I will give the examples so that whatever the doubts you will be having, everything will be cleared. So always remember, in syllogism what we are having, only 4 types of statements or 4 types of propositions. Hereafter we call them as statements only: universal positive, universal negative, particular positive, particular negative. So 4 types of statements which are represented with A, E, I, O. Again repeat: A, E, I, O. So we will discuss in detail what is these 4 types of statements, examples, and what kind of problems will be given in syllogism in detail now. Clear? We have seen 4 types of propositions, right? So universal positive propositions, universal negative propositions, particular positive propositions, particular negative propositions. As I told you, we will be having 4 types of statements in syllogisms, and they are represented with universal positive propositions with A, universal negative propositions with E, particular positive propositions with I, particular negative propositions with O. So universal positive propositions, what I told, entire subject will be considered in a positive sense, right? So it is represented with A, and example being given as all white is black. So it starts with all, so all white is black. Say that subject is this one, predicate is this one, right? So here subject is white, predicate is black, and the relationship is being given as all white is black. So the relationship is being given as all white is black. So universal positive propositions, entire subject will be considered in a positive sense. So it is represented with A, it starts with all because we need to consider entire subject. So all white is black. Next one, universal negative propositions. Universal negative propositions which is represented with E, here also we consider entire subject but in a negative sense. So that is, it starts with no. It starts with no. So no white, entire subject in a negative sense. So it starts with no, no white is black. Example being given as no white is black. Particular positive propositions, that means a part of a subject will be considered in a positive sense. So that is the reason it is represented with I, it starts with some. So since a part of a subject will be considered in a positive sense, it is represented with some. So some white is black. So some white is black. Clear? Next one, particular negative propositions. It is represented with O. What does that mean? A part of a subject will be considered again but in a negative sense. That is the reason. So whichever is O, some white is not black. A part of a subject will be considered in a negative sense. So that is the reason we are using some not. Some white is not black. So in syllogism, I told you we'll be having only 4 types of statements. What type of statements will be there? A type, E type, I type, and O type. So we will be having only 4 types of statements in entire syllogism. Now based on these 4 statements, what type of questions will be asked in the exam, how to solve the problems, all these things we will discuss. And I told you we are going to solve the problems with analytical method, right? Not Venn diagram method, but I clearly told you I will explain you even Venn diagram method as well, and I will tell you how these analytical method rules and all been extracted from Venn diagram method also. I will clearly explain to you so that you won't be having any doubt in your mind. And one more important point I would like to tell you, if you are following the Venn diagram method, just keep it aside, just to follow analytical method, because in between if you are solving by Venn diagram method or these formulas I couldn't able to recollect, I want to go ahead with Venn diagram method, and later some of the problems I need to go ahead with analytical method. First keep it aside. So from your mind, keep aside all your Venn diagram methods and all. You know now only analytical method. Okay, in order to derive a conclusion or to find out the answer for the given questions in syllogisms, we need to go through 3 stages. So first, analytical method, you will be having 3 stages. First is rule based one, second one is immediate inferences, third one is complementary pair. So final conclusion you need to answer to the given question, or final answer you need to give to the given question, means all these 3 stages you need to go through, then only we need to give the final answer. Just going ahead with the rules, so we should not give the answer. We need to go through all these 3 stages. Finally only we need to tell the answer. That one you remember. Now we will see how the questions will be asked and how to solve the problems. All these things we will see in detail. Okay. Now we are going to solve the problems based on rule based one. So as I told you, we need to go through all the 3 stages, then only finally we need to conclude the answer in analytical method. So always remember, whenever 2 or more statements are there, in order to derive a conclusion, the statements must be properly aligned. What is the meaning of properly aligned, right? So proper alignment means there must be a common term. So here, which is the common term? Black, right? In the first statement and also in the second statement, black is there. Always remember, there must be a common term. If there is no common term, there won't be any conclusion at all. So first and foremost rule, properly aligned. The meaning of proper alignment is there must be a common term. In addition to that one, remember, in addition to that one, the common term must be predicate of the first statement and the subject of the second statement or last statement also we can say. Why I am using last statement? Because whenever 2 or more statements are there, that is what I told, right? So always remember, whenever 2 or more statements are there, in order to derive a conclusion between 2 or more statements, the first and foremost rule is the statements must be properly aligned. The first and foremost rule is the statements must be properly aligned. The meaning of proper alignment, there must be a common term. So if there is no common term, there won't be any conclusion at all. In addition to that one, the common term must be predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement or last statement. Common term, predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement. This is the subject and this is the predicate, right? This is the subject, this is the predicate. So now, whichever the common term is there, the common term will be disappeared or removed from the final conclusion. Always remember, you will be left with the subject of the first statement as the subject and the predicate of the second statement or last statement as predicate, based on 6 rules. Based on 6 rules. Always remember, in order to derive a conclusion between 2 or more statements, the statements must be properly aligned. What is the meaning of proper alignment? There must be a common term. The common term must be predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement or last statement, which will be disappeared or eliminated in the final conclusion. You will be left with subject of the first statement as the subject, predicate of the last statement as the predicate, based on 6 rules. Here you see what type of statements are there. So this is A statement, this is also A statement. Whenever A plus A, both A statements are there, what is the conclusion you are going to get? A as the conclusion. So here white, green, this one is here also you need to get A statement. So all white is green is the answer. All white is green is the answer. We do have only 6 rules. Remember, only 6 rules. Apart from this, whatever the other combinations are there, we need to go ahead with no conclusion only. Remember, we have only 6 rules. Apart from this, whatever the other combinations. So other combination means here starting with A, two rules are there. Starting with I, two rules are there. Starting with E, two rules are there. Starting with O, any rule? No. So that means if I say A plus I, no conclusion. Don't confuse with I plus A and A plus I both are same. No, definitely not. If I say that A plus I, no conclusion. A plus O, no conclusion. Here apart from this I plus I, no conclusion. I plus O, no conclusion. Here E plus O, no conclusion. E plus E, no conclusion. And starting with O, any combination O plus A, O plus I, O plus E, O plus O. So we need to say that simply no conclusion. We need to simply say that no conclusion. We have only 6 rules. Here it is been given A plus A, that is the reason you are getting A as the answer. Now we have only 6 rules. Can we memorize? So starting with A, how many rules are there? 2. Starting with I, how many rules are there? 2. Starting with E, how many rules are there? 2. Right? So A plus A is A plus E is E. How to remember easily? Apart from A, whatever the second statement is there, that one only coming into the picture in the conclusion. Like that you can easily remember, right? So A plus A is A plus E. So second one is E. You are getting E as the answer. Are you clear? That is how easily we can recap. So see that A plus A is A plus E is E. I plus A is I. Remember, I plus A is I. And all others, so ending will be O only. So all others, our final conclusion is O only. So I plus E is O and E plus A is O star. E plus I is O star. You may be getting a doubt, sir, what is O star? That also I will explain. So O star is nothing but O reverse. So O star is nothing but O reverse. Just remember as it is as of now. So O star is nothing but O reverse. So how to write that O reverse, these things and all I will explain in detail. So as of now just remember O star is nothing but O reverse. Are you getting? Can we just recap what is A plus A plus E, E, I plus A, I plus E, O, not O star, I plus E, O, and E plus A, O star, E plus I, O star. We have only 6 rules. You should never forget this one. It should be memorized now itself, in the class itself. So you should not focus on rules later. Now I will give some more examples. One example I have given, so I will give one more example. See that how easily you can solve the problem. So if I say that all white is blue, no blue is red. If I say that all white is blue, no blue is red. Now what is the conclusion? Whether there is a common term? Common term is there? Yes. Which is the common term? Blue. Blue is the common term. If there is no common term, we need to simply say that no conclusion, right? So in addition to that one, how the common term must be? Common term must be predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement. Is it there? Yes. Predicate of the first statement, subject of the second statement, which should be eliminated or removed or disappeared from the final conclusion. You will be left with subject of the first statement as the subject, predicate of the last statement as the predicate, based on 6 rules. Now what is A plus E? What is A plus E? E, right? So E means it should start with no. You need to mention no. So no white is red is the answer. That's it. Clear how to solve the problems? You need one more, so we will see. Some white is pink, some pink is green. Some white is pink, some pink is green. Whether common term is there, whether it is been properly aligned, yes, properly aligned. Common term is there, yes, common term is there. Whether common term is predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement, yes, that is also true. Then what is I plus I? Now what is I plus I? There is no I plus I in the rules. We have only 6 rules. So whenever I plus I is there, we need to simply say that there is no conclusion. There is no conclusion. Are you getting, mom? We are having conclusions only for 6 rules. Apart from 6 rules, whatever the other statements are there, we need to simply say that there is no conclusion. I hope you are clear with this, and I am going to give you some more statements, so you need to answer those. So you need to go through that one, see that whether it is been properly aligned, whether it is been falling under all these 6 rules, and accordingly you need to answer the question. So if you are not getting, I will explain you in detail. So I am going to give more and more examples till you feel comfortable. Are you clear? Before that one, can we again recap what are all the 6 rules? What is A plus A plus E, I plus A, I plus E plus A, O star, E plus I, O star. So just recap whatever we have discussed. Now I am going to give you some questions and all. So you need to solve those without any mistake. Try your best. Later I will explain you in detail. I have given 6 questions here, and do go through that one and you need to solve it. So shall I read it out first? First one, some yellow is green, all green is pink. Some yellow is green, all green is pink. Second one, all violet is purple, no purple is blue. Third one, some green is grey, no grey is brown. Third one, some green is grey, no grey is brown. Second one, all violet is purple, no purple is blue. Fourth one, all blue is pink and all green is pink. Again I will read it. So all blue is pink, all green is pink. Fifth one, no yellow is red and all red is pink. Repeat, no yellow is red, all red is pink. Sixth one, some white is blue and no black is red. Again, some white is blue, no black is red. Now see the first one. Already you know I have given 3 examples, right? So first one, some yellow is green, all green is pink. Now what is the rule? First, the statements must be properly aligned. Whether it is been properly aligned, what is the meaning of proper alignment? There must be a common term. Whether common term is there? Yes. And in addition to that one, how should be the common term? The predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement. Is it there? Yes. Finally, the common term will be disappeared in the final conclusion. You will be left with subject of the first statement as the subject, predicate of the last statement as the predicate based on 6 rules. Now what is I plus A? I means it should start with some. So what is the conclusion? Some yellow is pink. Are you getting? I don't want to write it down. So remember, you can easily remember, I hope, right? So I plus A is I. So you will be getting I means it starts with a sum. Some yellow is pink. Some yellow is pink. Are you clear? So shall we go to the second one? What is the second one? All violet is purple, no purple is blue. Now what is A plus E? E. Now we need to see that whether it is been properly aligned or not, because we do know that A plus E is E. What is the meaning of proper alignment? There must be a common term. Whether common term is there? Yes. Whether it is been properly aligned means what we need to check? Common term must be predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement. That is also tallied. Now common term won't be there in the final conclusion. So now common term won't be there in the final conclusion. You will be left with a subject of the first statement as the subject, predicate of the last statement as the predicate based on 6 rules. What is A plus E? E. It should start with no. What is the answer? No violet is blue. Are you getting? No violet is blue. Third one, can we check the third one? What is the third one? Some green is grey, no grey is brown. Which is the common term? Grey. Whether it is been properly aligned? Yes. Predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement. What is I plus E, ma? What is I plus E? O. So O means you will be getting starting with the some and also not should be there. So some green is not brown. We need to write it as some green is not brown. Are you getting? So I plus E is O. It is been properly aligned. So some green is not brown is the answer. Hope you are clear. Shall we go ahead with the fourth one? What is the fourth one? All blue is pink and all green is pink, right? Whether common term is there? Yes. Is it been properly aligned? Is it been properly aligned? No. How a common term must be? It must be predicate of the first statement. That is true. But subject of the second statement, it is not there. That is the reason what we need to say that there won't be any conclusion at all. Simply we need to say that no conclusion at all. So both A statements are there and a common term is also there. But common term, how it is being given? Both are predicates. So how common term must be? Predicate of the first statement and subject of the second statement. Since it is not been given, we need to simply say that we need to go ahead with a no conclusion. Always remember, some of you might have known that, sir, whether we can convert A into A or A into I, A into O, all these things we will discuss in the second stage. That is in immediate inferences. The meaning of immediate inferences will be from a given single statement alone, what and all the other statements can be derived. That means from A statement whether we can reverse A, from A statement whether we can derive I, or we can reverse I, we can derive O, we can derive E. All these things we will check in immediate inferences. So as of now, even if it can be converted, so here it cannot be converted. Even both statements, whenever both statements are A statements and common term as predicate, you will never get a conclusion based on 6 rules. Remember, both A statements, common term as predicate, you will never get a conclusion based on 6 rules. Both A statements, common term as subject, we do have a conclusion. Both A statements, common term as subject, we do have a conclusion. But once you go through second and third stages, once you learn that one, I will explain you in detail. As of now, we are just checking first rule based one. So whenever you are getting common term either in the subject side or in the predicate side, simply say that no conclusion. We will see, you remember these numbers, and I will let you know after solving, going ahead with the second stage and third stage. So we will come back here, we will solve those problems. Remember, but always remember, both A statements, common term as predicate, you will never get a conclusion based on 6 rules. Here, no conclusion. Come to the fifth one. No yellow is red, all red is pink. No yellow is red, all red is pink. Is it been properly aligned? Yes. Common term, predicate of the first statement, subject of the second statement. What is E plus A? O star. What is E plus A? O star. You first write O. What is O you will be getting? Some yellow is not pink, right? Some yellow is not pink. So E plus A is O star. E plus A is O star. So some yellow is not pink is O, and O star means O reverse. This is O. What is O star? So O reverse, that is subject and predicate of O will be reverse. What we need to write? Some pink is not yellow. Some pink is not yellow. So O star is nothing but O reverse. We need to write a reverse of O. Subject and predicate of O should be reverse. Now see that. So E plus A is O star. First you write O. Some yellow is not pink, and then reverse subject and predicate. Some pink is not yellow. Sir, whether every time I need to do like this? Can't I directly take from back to front? Yes. That is what I need to say, and I would like to say also. Always whenever E plus A is there, O star, don't take it from directly from top to bottom, go from back to front. So some yellow is not pink, and again reverse, some pink is not yellow. Instead of that one, whenever you are starting with the E plus A or E plus I statements are there, you go by back to front. Directly you can say some pink is not yellow, provided it must be properly aligned. Clear? So now what is E plus A? O star, O reverse. Directly I am going ahead with some pink is not yellow. This one is eliminated. We are going ahead with not some yellow is not pink is O. O star means some pink is not yellow. Clear? So finally, sixth one. What is sixth one? Some white is blue, no black is red. Is there any common term? No common term. What does that mean? No conclusion. Is there any common term? No common term. What does that mean? No conclusion. As simple as it is. Clear? So I am going to give some more examples. My examples, whatever I am giving, it will make you more comfortable, and whatever the doubts you are having, everything will be cleared up. Everything will be cleared. Clear? So hope you are comfortable as of now, and I am moving ahead with some more examples.